And apparently there's a lot on Dave on Tattle. So I'm going to get that off for Tattle. And we're going to do the same as what you're doing, Dave. Because you're taking the piss now. You're doing it for clout. And I'm pretty sure you have said a lot of racist stuff as well, Dave. So we'll be downloading that from Tattle.
What is Tattle?
It's a bit like Common Calf.
Oh my
Common Cafe.
Oh my God.
So does it ever happen, well, as you know, I'm new to this, so does it ever happen if you accidentally say something that upsets somebody and you're like, oh, I'm really sorry, I didn't know about that, or I wasn't sure about that? Do you ever get the understanding of, okay, that was an accident, or does everybody just pile on like the way it's going?
No, well, to me, it's not a racist thing. You know, my exes just say it to me all the time.
But Angie, what we're saying is, if it's offensive, like I've said things on here that have offended people, and I've realised, you know, some things that I said that I think is fine are offensive to others. So I make it known to myself not to do it again. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes you can make mistakes and say it, but it doesn't mean you carry on saying it when people keep saying it.
Yeah. Well, listen, I didn't think I just thought people being snowflakes.
How are you feeling, Angie? Feeling better?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
You're
yeah.
right, Gemma.
I just want to say, right, why does Alicia jump on everywhere you are?
I know, everywhere I go, she's there. I just came out.
And also, I've never seen such a bully up on Dave's live yesterday and today. It's disgusting.
Yeah. It happened before, Ange, like a couple of months ago when you had the beef with Alex. Like it was a really bad live. It was really hard to watch, and he just let it carry on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not fair. You know, you either have like both sides on, or you just don't do it, do you? You know? I mean, let's face it, you know, like Tam has been called racist slurs, right? You know, CLA, she said different things, right? She said far worse than Angie, but nobody's jumping on here. It's always Angie, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Guys, can this Gemma come in?
Gemma?
This Gemma, yeah, she's down here.
Just go it quickly, then I'll jump out and the battery's going to die. Yeah, obviously I was in there, Ange. I just jumped up to get, like, you know, state it wasn't illegal, it's not a slur, it is offensive. But also, you know, people in there saying I'm really, really offended. So I just made a point in saying, well, what about Georgia being offended? Because no one's talking about that. You know, it's all about Hustle and Tommy being
What about Katie B? What about what she said?
Exactly.
Did you be offended by that? No, you want to pick and choose when it suits you.
Yeah. And what about Caught Assassin?
Well, exactly, that was brought up.
Yeah, Court Assassin literally was being downright racist to Tommy, thinking that he was like a proper mixed race like man. And when she's got a mixed race kids, like, do you know what I mean? Like, where's the outrage on that?
Well, apparently Georgia can't be offended because, you know, it's naturally offensive to white people. They just want to say they're offended. But that's not fair.
I think you can't take away from anybody feeling offended. Like, it's not fair to say that, oh, you know, you're offended, why can't I be? Like, everyone has their own perception of it.
I agree with you with that, Top Girl, but the thing is, so, like, why do they do this massive, like, kick-off when Angie does it, when there's a lot worse that's been said with Court Assassin KTV just last week? Do you know what I mean?
Kemp's is still her mod, you know.
That's why I mentioned Georgia, because everyone's going at Angie for saying it, but no one's mentioned the fact that not only is Georgia upset as well, but someone else said it to her, but that seems to be okay.
Where is Georgia? Can somebody share the live to Georgia?
I don't think she wanted to be in there at all, but I still just made a point before I jumped out saying, by the way, Georgia is upset as well. Like, you know, two people can be upset.
It's
I mean, if you want
Angie
to put it, you know,
brings
like,
in the views
there's
over the
racist
last couple of
slurs on
months.
both
She
sides,
gets,
isn't there? You know, there's racist slurs on both sides. It's just people are picking on anything that anybody says now and making it into more than what it is, I think.
Definitely.
like I said earlier, at the moment it's trendy. Angie brings in the views. She pulls in about 1.5. She gets all the big creators watching her. At the moment, it's about Angie. It's trendy to jump on Angie. I'm saying this as two things. I'm breaking it down to two things. One, I don't agree with the word that was said. Two, there's not the same energy being displayed for everybody else. So that kind of invalidates the anger about it.
Agreed.
Yeah, where's the outrage for Tori when she was making proper physical threats to go to Angie's house and knock her out and stuff like that? Why is people not talking about that? Oh, it's because it's just Angie, that's it, isn't it?
She was raging
when she did that.
Yeah, I'm going to go so you can let someone else in. I thought I'd just, pop up and say what had been said.
What I want to know is how come
also when I have a drink, not saying that drink is an excuse, but I have noticed certain people like Tommy and Hustle jump on me where they all
Absolutely.
quick into a battle.
Yeah,
But Angie, it's not racist, so just ignore it. It's offensive, maybe, but that's it. What can you
ignoring
do?
the fact why you were drinking yesterday, I feel like you made it pretty obvious as to the issues that you have at home. And like, yeah, it's not an excuse, whatever, but at the same time, as someone that has also been through that, it's it's a reason.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Tommy came on purposely yesterday to wind you up, Ange, to get you to say something that he wanted you to say. That's my opinion. But there we are. I'm going to jump down now, Ange. I hope you're all right, love.
Oh yeah, I'm okay, thanks.
Okay.
But no one's actually, fair point, Tommy kept repeating the word back to everybody.
Thank you.
My God, Wolf.
Yes.
No one's gone off at him about it.
Hospital for the wolf. Big up, big love. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I would just like to know, at what point did TikTok stop being fun? Like, at what point did people stop using TikTok as an escapism and a place to, let off some steam or watch something entertaining and become like a predatory experience where Angie's being set up every day like a lamb to the slaughter for people to jump on and then have outrageous box lives where everybody's screaming at each other and baiting Angie out?
It probably coincides when gifting started and you could start making money on the app.
Well, you could make money on the app when I was on the app, when I was a creator on the app. I wasn't causing drama like this.
Gemma,
Drama makes the money.
When it's so much better back in the days when it was
It was so much better. This is like horrendous. What I'm seeing now, like Angie, I know that you might be defensive of this. I don't really care. What you have with your drinking is a symptom of something else. So you've got a history of drinking, and where that stems from is a mental health issue. And these women are using that and weaponizing your vulnerabilities against you. And why is nobody talking about that? Why are people weaponizing you being open and talking about your dad or your abortions or whatever you've gone through in your life and weaponizing that against you now?
Pick up. Thank you. Thank you, Irish. Was that for me?
I think you were supposed to send it to me, but you pressed your name by accident.
Thank you, Irish.
No, Top Girl, that was for me.
Thank you. Big up.
No, do you remember, Gemma, like when you used to do lives and it was
That's
in the
fine.
morning and it used to just be fun and relaxed and none of this drama ever happened, ever.
It just seems to be the current trend that if somebody can monetize on it, Dave Duran said it yesterday, this is all for money. I'm only hosting this live because I want you to come in and basically gift me. And people are seeing that. They're not thinking about the long-term effects of how that affects certain people. So when you turn that live off at the end of the day, for me, I didn't care because I was quite trolly, so I didn't care when I came off it. But for other people, they carry that with them and it plays on the mind. So the long-term effects of what people are doing in order to get money is disgusting.
100%. That's what I noticed yesterday. I mean, I said it to him, like, I don't know him, but I said, for God's sake, there's too many on top of Angie, give her a break. Because I was thinking to myself, where is people's mindset? How could you possibly allow everybody on top of one person and allow this?
Did you watch the live yesterday of Dave Duran?
Thank you.
All he kept saying, Dave Duran, was, I've already made 15k out of this live, like you need to keep getting my gift or I'm going to turn the live off.
That's what I mean. It was just like everybody was on top of Angie and he was like, for money.
Seeing like the arrogantness of people on TikTok, creators on TikTok saying like, I can't provide entertainment, so I'm not going to come on here and provide some entertainment. Instead, I'm going to open boxes. Like Angie, you were so entertaining.
Thank you, Irish. Thank you so much.
When you first came on this, like, yes, you had you drinking and, people would watch you because you was dancing and whatever. But you were so much more carefree when you was on the app before than what you're experiencing now with all of this drama. And it's kind of like overtaking you as it's becoming your persona, the drama of what people are bringing to you.
Oh, apparently he's been banned, bananas.
Who, Dave?
Apparently.
If that's true, he actually should be, because I'm a mental health counsellor and I am just absolutely gobsmacked. Yesterday I was trying to get in the box and say to leave you alone, Angie, because he should have looked, everybody should have looked and realised we're having a bad
Oh no,
day
he ended it.
to step aside.
No, he wasn't banned, and apparently he just ended it. Oh, is it because Angie's not in the box? That's why.
When did it become that money was more important than people's well-being?
But every time I go somewhere, Alicia's there, and I said to myself, I'm not going to get in the box with that woman.
I just don't understand why you didn't. I don't even remember her name.
Who's got the TV on?
They want to put all my haters in. Yeah, they want to put all my haters in to get the views up and to get the clout and all of this. All my haters.
Yeah, but someone like
Dave, I'm not going to be in that box.
about my
So you
kid.
carry on putting all my haters, but I just won't be in there.
Yeah, but she was saying don't talk about her kid. At no point yesterday don't actually think you mentioned her child. And really, as a mother, do you really want to be on the TikTok app making threats like that? You know?
Brenton, mute your TV. Or mute your mic.
I think it's vile what comes out of Torian's mouth, the threats that she made to Andrew.
Ding it, Ange.
Yeah, I'll just kick them. But do you get what I'm saying? I dropped when Alicia came in because she's everywhere. Every time I go somewhere, she's there, you know? And I even said that's them dropping. Because there's certain people I'm not going to stay in the box. So you carry on, Dave, and put my haters in, all my haters in, because you're getting the views and all that. That's fine, but I just won't be in the box.
Yeah, Angie's viewers dropped.
Wait, don't expect me to stay there.
No, you
Yeah,
did the
when
right
you
thing,
left, your
100%.
viewers dropped,
I wanted to
Ange.
be around the app, and then she sits there saying that I'm obsessed with her, or, you know, or I keep talking about her, and she actually follows me. It's weird.
She stalks you, that's what she does.
For her, that's really offended by you and disgusted by you. She always seems to know exactly what you're being up to and like what you're being doing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She knows when to go in as well.
I said I'm probably on the register. I mean, what kind of woman comes out with something so disgusting?
She knows when to go in, when she's had a drink. She said it the other day on the live that she knew that she had a drink and she went in hard.
Does
and she
anyone
didn't-
else not see that
didn't have a chance.
this drama and this level of hate has got worse since Comic Calf, Alicia, Tori and Paigey, Remy and all the rest of that group got together and started
100%.
creating these hate lives day after day after day. Marcel as well, day after day. That's where it's got worse. That's where it changed, and that's where it still is being changed by them and their behaviour.
But what was the turning point? Because wasn't she always in here? You was friends at one point.
Alicia's never been friends. Alicia is a troll. Alicia is one of the... I'm probably going to get banned again because of her. She is the biggest troll on here. She looks up everyone. She makes up rumours. She's as bad as Miss Baguette. They're just as bad as each other. And until people start realising what these women are actually doing on this app to other people and the impact it's having on other people's lives, all they do is go from live to box, hating, spreading nasty rumours, spreading misinformation.
I don't even think it's about racism now.
It's nothing to do with racism. Sorry, I keep butting in.
No, you're all right. I'm just saying, I don't think it's about racism. They're just going for Angie constant, day after day after day. Anywhere Angie is, they're there.
And anyone who is supporting Angie or is perceived to be a friend or a supporter of Angie, they are attacking them. They look into people's backgrounds. They dox people's families. They dox people's children. Yeah? These are the kind of people you are supporting. Now, I'm telling
They've
you
done
now,
that too.
no one that I know in the cult has done that. No one in the cult has doxed anyone else's children, used their photos for accounts, weaponized their children against them, their families against them, their mental health against them. Don't forget Alicia. Every time I go into a live and Alicia sees me, she mocks my mental health. She mocks the fact that I have panic attacks. And I unfortunately, stupidly once went onto a live when I was having a panic attack. And you know what? She plays it every single time to try and belittle me and intimidate me over my mental health. Now, that is the person you lot are supporting.
Really? Is that what she does?
Yes, I've got it all.
Wow.
She did it on G-Cruise a couple of days ago. She did it on another live the other day. She's absolutely disgusting. This woman is bringing up 3 children.
You know what else she was like her life? When I was on her live, right, she was talking about, I mean, listen, this is only the first time I've ever really gone on her live. You know, I hardly go on her live. But she was saying, what's she saying? Say, free Angie's mum, free Angie's mum. Everyone should contact adult social services and get a welfare check for her. Why would
Absolutely disgusting.
media platform?
How dare she? How dare she think that she's on this pedestal and she can go around controlling this app, judging other people? Do you know what, Alicia? Yes, I'm going to bring up your children. I'm going to bring up your parenting right now. Do you know what, Alicia? My daughters are all grown up, independent, doing well in their lives, yeah? All of them. You've still got young children. Go and look after them. Don't judge other people. Go and look at yourself first.
Also,
I've seen her do that. I've not seen her do that. But then I've not seen her in, I don't know.
You haven't seen her do what? Sorry? I've got the receipts. She doxed both my children. Do you want to see it? I'll show you that. Do you want to see the accounts that she made of my children?
Oh, she doxed your children?
They're absolutely disgusting. Yeah? The only reason I haven't gone live about this is because I respect Angie. Yeah?
That's
Otherwise, I would
crazy.
go live and I would show every single possible receipt.
She put up a photo of Rosanna when she was 13 years old on TikTok.
Yeah,
Rosanna, take it down. That's when I was 13 years old. She goes, I don't care.
Yeah, I've seen that one of the accounts on Life on the Edge. It's disgusting. Had a full address on and everything.
Yeah.
Her address on.
But that is the problem with this app at the moment. That how do you?
How do they even get that information though?
Because that's what they do. You've got Alicia on a live the other day going, I know so much about life, but I'm not going to say anything, but I really could. She doesn't know anything. All she does is look, her and Miss Baguette and Comic Cafe are the worst people on this app. They lied to Dave yesterday. They said to Dave that they'd never spoken on him. They've spoken on him many times. They called him racist, EPL. They all lie. They're liars. They're two-faced little liars.
How do you know it's actually Alicia that's made that account?
For the Galaxy. Thank you. I'm getting loads of gifts, guys. Thank you so much. Honestly, you have to send me anything. Thank you, bigger. Thank you, Queen Blessing.
How do you know that it's Alicia that set the account up and not somebody else?
Well, okay, what makes it interesting is when you've got certain people going around slating you and saying that they know things about you and bringing up your name and weaponizing your children, it's pretty obvious where it's coming from, yeah?
Yeah,
it's
but you
pretty
can't be
obvious.
sure. That's all that I'm saying. You can't be sure.
Well, it's all it's
Who else would have a
anyway,
vendetta to actually want to do that?
The thing is, though, Gemma, she has done it before to Rosanna, but she admitted.
Does it to everyone.
Up on a TikTok.
And considering that she's playing like Life on the Edge, like a recording of Life on the Edge, having a full-on panic attack, mocking her, like... I'm sure one of those videos was on one of those pages as well, Life on the Edge, wasn't it? When you have the panic attack.
They've all shared it. I actually don't care because at the end of the day, we all have mental health, yeah. And I'm not the one who's mocking someone's mental health. I'm not the one who sits on this app and berates and hates on people and mocks their looks, their mental health, their family, their situation in life, anything they possibly can. I don't do that. That's not a reflection of me. That's a reflection of them.
True.
But I'm not here saying that she hasn't done it or that she has done it. I'm saying you don't know whether she's done it or not. Everything that we do know that has been going on this app and has been aimed at Angie and how Angie's been baited out day in, day out is 100% like...
You keep saying that what I do is nonsense behaviour. She's got an obsession with nonsense. You know, sit on probably on the register. I mean, what? Sorry, parents says that, man. You know, that's.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that she's so pissing out about Life on the Edge. That's what.
Yeah, Gemma, I think we've established that we're never going to confirm 1,000,000% that it was her that done the account, so stop going on about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. But you've got to understand, if people are talking about it and they're the people saying it, then you automatically, naturally go, well, that's probably where it's coming from, don't you?
Yeah, you would listen to your gut, wouldn't you? And who else would have a personal vendetta to go at somebody?
Who has a personal vendetta with me because she wanted me to leave Angie and stop supporting Angie, and she told me that I'd given up all my morals to be friends with Angie. That's why I've got all the messages from her, just the same way Torian has messaged me saying that I have fetish for black men. That's why I've got mixed race children. Also that I'm a white woman who lays with black men and I should know better. So they're all absolutely disgusting. I mean, I could go on. They're absolutely
Yes, that would lead me to think it was
I
her.
would say thank you on Life on the Edges. I don't think she saw it. I guess.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see anything. Sorry, I'm in England. Sorry.
You know, nobody knows what another person is suffering on a daily basis.
Oh, thank you, Chief.
And their struggles and that. So everybody should stop and think, is this going to affect somebody's mental health? Am I going to, have an impact in their life?
Imagine, right, seeing this account come into a live where there's 2-point-something K people watching, yeah, and it's got a picture of your daughter on it, and guess what it says, apart from saying your full address underneath it, it says your daughter's name and then says she is a whore.
Oh my God.
I've got it. These are the kind of people you're supporting.
You should put them up. You know who it is.
No, but what's that? One of the random accounts?
So did
Yes.
you remove
Right, okay. That's fucked up, that is.
That is
You know, this is a person who's not even, my daughter's not even on TikTok yet. She lives in a completely different country. You know, she doesn't have access to anything, thankfully. And to be honest, I wouldn't even share it with her because she doesn't even need to give any of these people any energy. They don't deserve it. But I just want to highlight what these people are like.
I can't believe people go to these lengths. I mean, I've only been on TikTok for a few months, but I cannot believe people go to this length to do this.
But none of us do that. We don't do that on this side.
Oh,
We
no,
really
I've never
honestly
seen
don't.
anything of you guys doing anything like that. I'm on about what I've seen of Alicia, Torian and Paige in that all they are is bullies. It's not about racism, they're just bullies. And Angie does not go in any of their boxes, wherever they are. But everywhere Angie is, do they appear?
They call us the worst of the worst for supporting Angie, and they call Angie like they've said the vilest things to Angie, like it's unreal. But yet we're the worst ones. But like Angie doesn't sit there threatening violence on people.
They called us the dregs of society yesterday, and they said on live that we all deserve to be hung.
Really?
Now, he said that about them.
Do you know what it is for me there? Why I watch Angie and Pearl? Because they're real. You get what if you're pissing them off or you're boring them, she'll ding you. Well, that's how they are. You get the truth from them. They're just vile pieces of work on here. They're so nasty.
And that's the problem. This is an app that's full of children as well. I mean, what are they learning from it? I mean,
but every time Angie's having fun, every time Pearl's having fun, they have to come in, they have to go around the app, they say silly things like, Paige, going around the app. Imagine a 30-something-year-old woman, right, going around the app into people's boxes going, who's better looking, me or Torian or Angie and Pearl? I mean, really? What fucking kind of mentality is that? Sorry.
No, it's right what you're saying. There's something not fucking right with them, I'll tell you.
what do you think could change, Angie? You just like go on with your day and not give them the satisfaction of all this bullying carrying on?
Yeah. Just I have been. You know what I mean? Hi, make it make sense.
Hi. I was in Dave's live and I was so annoyed because I had just gotten up and I had like things to say, and then he just turned the live off. But I'm actually like so sick of them waiting, because I feel like they do it on purpose. When they see you in like a bad spot and like or drinking or this and that, all of a sudden they want to bring up these really serious things and you know all of that. And I totally feel like it's on purpose so they can talk about it the next day. You know, God forbid if you say something wrong or this or that. It always, and like Hustle's in there talking like you were of sound mind and everything last night. And you did it on purpose, you know, just to cause trouble. Like, are you crazy? The other ones are the ones that are sober every single day, harassing people, bullying them, everything. And, you know, you say one thing the one time, and you even apologized and everything, and yet this will still be the talk. Yet KDB could say the actual N-word to someone, and that was laughed about, and then talked about for 2 seconds, and then dropped.
Yeah.
Because they ain't got the platform Angie has got, so they go for it every single day.
Right, but like to me, like the picking and choosing.
Yeah,
should just show people that it's not serious to them. It can't be. It's just a personal thing. It's not about the racism and stuff. Because to me, the whole racist point is like totally mute once you start having just personal digs and this and that. You should just be staying on your topic. And like that's it. But no, they come for it every day about every little thing possible.
Can I ask everybody something? If someone offends you really bad, would you go and battle that person?
No, absolutely not.
Why is it that Usul and Tommy get away with battling Court Assassin after the vile things that came out of their mouth, yet they'll stand there saying about Angie, and Angie has said nothing.
Yeah. Do you know the thing that got me with Hustle, right? Because it was like, I've heard about Angie being a racist and blah, 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 but she's never been directly racist to me. But when he was like going on about Court Assassin, when Angie was saying, well, why would you battle her after the vile stuff she said? And he was like, well, so basically he's saying because Court Assassin wasn't directly racist to him, then it's still okay, like she gets free pass. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I was thinking, Linz. They need to make it make sense. If you're against racism, then don't be associated with anybody. That's racist.
But I don't understand this because Angie hasn't been racist towards him. I don't understand why this is happening. Honestly, I literally woke up this morning. Well, I woke up this afternoon. Sorry, I had a but and I came and the first thing I think is, are people so fucking dumb? Why are they not understanding this?
I think no matter what Angie does, if you continue to allow them, they're going to continue to go at you. Personally, I think you should keep your chin up, Angie.
Like I said, and I'll apologise to Hustle and Tommy. If it was offensive towards them, I've said it's the wrong person.
You did. It was 10 times last night.
You know, it was a joke. It's something that gets called for by my ex all the time. And, you know, it is about education. If it's very offensive, I didn't know that, and I apologise if it is.
And you did, because I was in the live. You took it on board. You said it a few times, then you're like, oh, I'm really sorry, Tommy. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, Hustle.
Yes. I said it a few times because, you know what, I thought people were being snowflakes as well. What's people talking about? It's towards white people. It's actually, in fact, I'm actually insulting white people. You know what I mean? So, and I'm white myself. That's what I thought. And I thought people were just being snowflakes. And I said, stop being snowflakes. That's all it was. And if it is offensive, like I said, I apologise. I won't say, God, it was said all the time towards me. If I knew it was offensive, I would have probably said, well, why are you calling me that?
Yeah, it's about taking it on board.
Any of them should have a platform. Any of them.
Well, ladies, I have to go back to work, so hopefully, chin up, Angie. I hope you all have a good afternoon.
See you later, Jen.
I mean, what's Alicia? What is her platform on here then?
Hate.
Yeah, well, I know that, but I mean, like, I was told she was like for kids and calling people out, blah blah blah. But all I see is her calling people nonces, people on the register, going for Angie like that. So
what she done, what Alicia has done on this app, yeah, is she's utilised and then used it for her advantage, yeah, to be every single person's mod, so she can go around here thinking she's bully big boots, yeah, and going to people, you're a peddler, you're this, you're an enabler, you're this, you're racist, blah, blah. That's what she's done, and hopefully now it's going to backfire on her.
I hope so.
They're all venomous snakes. They are all venomous snakes, and all their problem is they can't get the better of Angie or Pearl because they're so desperate to try and find some fault in Angie and Pearl. They steep to the lowest of lows, and they just have no substance about them. They are empty vessels in their own little worlds, I'll tell you, and they're trying to make meaning of it, and they can't. And so how do they try and make meaning? They go to the lowest of the low, and they try and pinpoint people. It's got nothing to do with racism. Maybe the first discussion Angie and Pearl ever had with them was, but then after that, they just got so venomous, so poisonous about it, because actually Angie and Pearl have the support, they have the right people on there, and they could not take that. They can't stand the fact that someone or two people are doing so well, and they've actually got the right support. And unfortunately, then people become desperate and affected. And what do? They stoop to the lowest of the low.
You're so right, because what they do...
It's so sickening to watch how they developed over the last few weeks, few months, to try and oust two people what can't be ousted because there is no reason to oust them. End of. And they are doing their utmost. They go in individually. They're all bad elements, but individually they go in, especially that Alicia. She goes in every Tom, Dick and Harry's live and says something derogatory in one way or another, or acts as if she's all innocent. I've seen it. I've watched. I don't say a lot. I don't come on here a lot anymore. I used to do a bit of charity work on here until I got myself getting all these trolls and saying, hey, I'll show you receipts, you're keeping the money, blah, blah, blah. So I come off it for near on a year. And I've just been recently coming in 1 or 2 boxes and that, saying the odd thing, but I don't come live that much anymore. But I'm just watching everything. And it's like, it's so obvious, so blatantly obvious that what they're trying to do, they're trying to knock someone off their perch what don't deserve to be knocked off, because it's all transparent in this lives. Any of Angie or Pearl's lives are so transparent, but they seem to go around the app in such a very devious way, a devious manner. They have so many devious mannerisms about them. One way or another, they're trying their utmost to bring on all the hatred towards two people on this app, and I just think it's like quite sickening, and it's all wrong. And people say I don't know what I'm talking about. I've had my mental health problems myself. I'm a qualified mental health support worker, but I'm actually quite sickened to. Normally I'm very neutral, but I've watched this, and I've watched it for a good while, and I just think it's absolutely absurd how they're going about it. And it's like, well, and it's not going to stop. until Angie and Pearl on their own back leave this app, they will keep focusing on her and on both of them, unfortunately, because they have nothing else to focus on at the moment. They've got no real meaning, so they have to vent their anger and their venom at someone.
Angie, I've said it before, you bring in the views, and unfortunately you've got your platform's getting to quite a big level now, so you've got to get used to this, because you're not going to have plain sailing getting a bigger platform without having any haters. Unfortunately, that's just the way this game works. It's shit, but you're going to have to get used to this.
Angie knows that, and so does Pearl, and at the end of the day, it's just the craziness of the whole lot of the bad element trying their utmost to get some sort of reaction out of Pearl and Angie. One way or another, they're doing their utmost to try and rile them in any way, shape or form, and they're just steeping lower and lower. And it's like, I don't know how their mentality works, I really don't, but it's just it's an embarrassment as well. I think it's embarrassing to watch these people trying to do harm in such a way that I wouldn't contemplate it myself. I just wouldn't. I'd move on and leave them be, because nothing's worked. So leave them be. You can't accelerate the situation in your favour from going at these two women. End of.
No, but I think calling a spade on both parties, there's been things that have been said and things that have been done that are not acceptable. You can't just say it's like, I don't agree with what they're doing. They're coming across as bullies, the whole jump on. But both sides are not like squeaky clean in this situation. Both sides have said stuff that shouldn't have been said. Both sides have done stuff that shouldn't have been done. So let's be real and call a spade a spade.
Do you know what I would do though, Ange? I would do what you're doing. Keep building your platform and don't even give them any more entertainment, because they're just vile pieces of work. And you have got something amazing here, you and Pearl, and I would just not even entertain them anymore.
Yeah.
Because the people that love you will be here.
They say the things that I've said here, which by the way is not racist, but you know, they can look at that. But what are you doing? It's harassment. It's malicious communications. You're putting up photos of me and all this kind of stuff. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
What Torian said to you yesterday about coming to you, you could have rung the police yesterday and got her done for that. She needs to think of what she's actually saying to people. Because I tell you now, if she's a mum of young kids, just for that reason alone, she could have arrested yesterday. I mean, she really needs to stop and think what she's actually saying, because her mouth is disgusting. She needs it washing out.
These are like grown women, though. These are grown women. These are parents that have literally sat there and mocked Angie's looks, like mocked hygiene, mocked her mental health, like just said the worst of the worst, made threats to even come to my house within the hour. Like, but yeah, everyone jumps on Angie because she said something yesterday. Like, it's madness, like, honestly.
But yet Paige's more...
Hassel, I'm not being funny. Hassel and Tommy, even though I do apologise, I've probably said it's the wrong person, not thinking, 100%, but saying that with them, they know that, listen, drink is not an excuse, but what they do is they make sure they get a battle with me, knowing that I'm intoxicated, knowing I'm probably going to say the wrong thing. I mean, please don't interview you when you're drunk. Why? Because they know you're going to come out with shit. Yeah, they interview you the next day for that one reason. But you're sitting there, Hustle and Tommy. That's got no case, by the way, because you're sitting there and knowing I'm intoxicated, knowing I'll probably come out of the shit you're singing, trolling. That's what you do. You troll. What's she going to come out of today? She's had a few drinks. Let's bait. That's what you do.
That is the pattern.
Paige said that yesterday.
They do it with Ems all the time, don't they?
They said, Paige actually said, Angie's had a drink, so I'm going to go and troll her for a couple of hours. I mean, that's their mentality. That's literally what came out of
Life on the Edge.
Sorry?
Do you have the video of it?
Yeah, I've got recordings. I need to go through them.
I'm going, guys. I'll see you later.
You know, that's what I love about you, Ange. You always have
Send me the Hustle ones as well, when he controls Ends and all that, and babes, knowing she's intoxicated.
Well, that's the thing, and then that's what annoys me. They come on the next day, and they don't bring that up, or if somebody does, when they're like, oh, you knew that she was drinking, they'll be like, that's not an excuse. Like, well, people act differently when they're drinking. So
you know what? It's not an excuse, but when you're baiting someone knowing they're intoxicated, please don't do that. They put you in a cell and interview you the next day. They don't do that. Do you know what I mean? This is what Hustle and Tommy do. They bait, waiting for you to say the wrong thing, knowing you're intoxicated, knowing you're probably suffering your mental health that day, and then they wait for the reaction.
Life. Can I ask you, is that girl who said it to Georgia, is she still mod on that thingy? Because
I got no idea, actually. I don't know if she's...
She is still a mod, she is.
I thought so.
Yeah. I mean, George, I don't want to bring her up because she's not in the room, but she's what they've done to her is actually disgusting. That's all I'm going to say.
I know, and I love how it doesn't matter that she's offended, though. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, showing her pictures and stuff, what do you think you're doing, Marcel? Really? Who do you think you are, Marcel? Who do you think you are? That
That's
you
what I mean. That's not
around
nice.
this app, yeah? Getting pictures of women. This is what you do, Marcel. Yeah, you get pictures of women and you put them on your green screen and you mock them and laugh at them. What a disgusting human being you are, Marcel.
Oh, is this another cow?
We, like, everyone can say, oh, we've done it on this platform, but haven't we told Angie, no, don't do it, don't do it? Do you know what I mean? So we will tell Angie off when she's done something wrong. Or, Alive, how many times have you told me, you know, don't fucking do this shit, it's wrong?
Exactly.
So why are they not telling each other it's wrong, stop it?
People say drinks no excuse, but when you think about it, it is an excuse for some situations because the police know people say things they can be quite abusive. Not saying it's right when they drink. 100%. They don't put it down to do you know what I mean? They put it down to alcohol. 100%. You wouldn't even get done for something that you've said. Well, it depends on what you said. Obviously, you go to a certain extent, then yes, but you don't get done for it because they put it down to you were intoxicated. Honestly, look it up.
And you didn't even know what time of day it was yesterday in Dave's life. You was kept saying afternoon, night time, and I was thinking it's morning, it's 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they knew you was pissed. Alicia said that she knew you've had a drink and you was pissed. And you know what? After that live finish yesterday in Dave's, I hope they come over and they watch what state you were in. And it had nothing to do with them. You've got your own personal shit going on. And it was actually heartbreaking to watch you yesterday, Ange.
Honestly, it really was like, I even messaged Eternity, like, I can't do it because it was too emotional for me. And how many times have I said to you, Andy, when you're drinking, I'm not going to be in your live because I can't see it, and you can't talk to somebody who's drunk. Do you know what I mean? So why come for her today when she's sound-minded, when she's talking sense?
Yeah, but they don't do that, do they, Top Girl? You see, they use it, they weaponise all this stuff. They're absolutely disgusting. That's the lowest of the low to do things like that.
Well, I hope they feel proud of themselves because they knew that you was.
I had a drink, you know. I was on, you know, my best behaviour, you know what I mean. But they wanted to do a battle then as well.
Yeah, of course they do. Absolutely. Oh.
That's how people say that the police they do when you're drunk, but they'll just see it as someone baiting you. You know what I mean? Baiting you up, knowing that you're intoxicated, that you're going to say the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
They just want to wind you up.
Being affected when you actually try to bait someone.
And I'm sick of people like people saying that about Angie's how much she drinks. It's nobody's business. You don't know any reason why she drinks or.
Hold on, Paige was on live the other day and she'd drunk 3 bottles of wine, so no one has any right to say anything.
Oh, and
yeah.
I don't think you
Torian was pissed the other night as well.
Exactly. There you go.
spoke on my dead father and said it's because they've been drinking. He was intoxicated.
But they know they can go to Angie easier when she's had a drink, do you know what I mean? When you haven't had a drink, you're very clear on what you say.
I personally don't think you drink that much, Ange. You drink on a weekend. You had a bad day, you say you had a drink. So what? Many people do.
But I'm sorry, like, apart from the mods who she speaks to on the day-to-day basis, like, I'm not in that category. It's got nothing to do with anybody else. We are just people who come in our boxes. We're not our mates. We're not our friends. We're not our family. Nothing to do with her. She don't speak to us on to do with her. She don't speak to us on a daily. She hasn't got her telephone numbers. That's it. It's got nothing to do with us.
Yeah, they try and get you to say things, exactly.
And let's not forget, when Paige had drunk those 3 bottles of wine, she couldn't even remember what she said to Angie.
So it's all right for them to act like that, but when Angie gets drunk, she's an absolute disgrace.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Unfortunately, there's a hate campaign now against you and Pearl, isn't there?
Yeah, well, exactly, and you could look at it that way. Like, oh my God, there's a hate campaign on social media against 2 people. That could, do you know what I mean? harassment, stalking, come under all of that, man.
I see Pearl as completely different to you, though. Like, I don't think you would go start making EDL burgers and stuff like that.
I
feel like Pearl's weaponised this to get as maximum views as possible, which is wrong. But
I know, but AJ, we do have to remember that all EDL burgers actually originated yet again from Miss Baguette. So,
completely. And she was probably milking that as a joke because somebody mentioned it, and I do get that, but I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't feel it's right though, AJ, because Pearl's not here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, completely. Yeah, completely. But yeah.
I also believe that the push Pearl, yes, she said something. Yes, she apologised. And I know she said it again, but, you know, she hasn't said that word, but they're still goading at her every single day to try and get her to say something.
But they know how to trigger Angie and Pearl off. That's the thing. That's what they do. They sit in their live and they're like, right, let's go. They send in their trolls in the comments, which are here now. And basically they just goad them to make them say something, especially when Angie's had a drink. That's when they go for it, because that's when they know.
I see that completely
I
separately.
apologise if it's offended anyone. Do you know what I mean? I know it's not racist slur, but I am apologising if it's offended anyone. It's just something that's always been called to me. I thought it was targeting white people only. That's what I thought. Because if I knew it was offensive, I probably bloody wouldn't have. I would have had to go at my ex for calling me all the time.
Yeah, but it's the same as, like people said, and this is what really gets me. It's the fact of, if anything said towards them, we're racist. If they say anything towards us, we just got to get over it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how we feel. It doesn't matter what we think.
Yeah. I mean, listen, with Hazel saying I'm a racist, no, I'm not a racist. You say it's all about education. Well, then, okay, I'm educated. That is quite an offensive word to use. But I didn't know it was offending the black community. I thought it was offending white people. And I just thought,
he'll be back battling you. I bet he's back battling you soon, Angie.
Sorry?
I bet he's back battling you soon because he didn't really care. He's just seen an opportunity to go on today.
I thought it was just offending white people, and I'm thinking, well, I'm white myself.
Yeah, that's what I thought with that term, you know, Ange, like...
Exactly. And the thing is, like, so this was a conversation I had with a friend of mine, Leroy, at the weekend. And his son was watching TikTok, and it was talking about stuff. And he said, right, turn it off. He said, I don't want to hear it. So he was like, oh, but Dad, he said, no, I've told you before. I don't want to hear it. He said, it's got to the point, it's not like, you know, people say white privilege, it's becoming black privilege. He hates this racism race card now. He said it's become, he said that they've not lived racism like we did back in the day. They just haven't, you know, being separated, that they haven't. And he said, like, it's just become easy for them to say it. And he said he's really disappointed. He says, and it's the same as, like somebody said earlier, why is it okay between two black people to use the N-word? Because I know what they're saying. Well, I don't understand that part, to be honest with you, about taking the word back. If you don't want that word slung about, then don't use it. If you stop saying it, it won't become. It's got no airtime. The word will go extinct.
To be fair,
I didn't say anger or anything like that. You know what I mean? Not to call anyone. Do you know what I mean?
That was a hard listen, Choo Wolf, if I'm being honest.
Well, the thing is, with Choo, like, the black people do face like a lot of racism still to this day, which they shouldn't do.
We are all white.
I do understand that, but it's the case of it's now become, it's literally splitting everybody. It's like two sides. What's right to say, what's wrong to say. Most of us in our intelligence know what's right and what's wrong to say. We do. But to use that word, even between themselves, because let's be honest, when you're sitting in a group of people and you're with them all the time, there's certain words like bro. I hate that word, right? But the other day, I actually said it and I was like, oh my God, the word I hate.
You know, Choo, you know that word, the W word, that's also said in Eminem's new song.
My advice to you, Choo, would be to speak to a lot more people. Other than your friend, and get other people.
He's been referred to it.
Oh no, I do. Listen,
people have called Eminem
he's actually referred to it himself by the black community and the white community. So,
but I just don't think that word should be used full stop. Not between anybody.
Well, regarding the N word, it's been reclaimed, and that's the power they've taken back by using the word. So that's what you need to look into, the history of why they've taken that back.
Yeah, I do understand that, but if you're going to keep using it, you've got to, when you're around groups of people, somebody else is going to say it, and then it's thrown that back at them. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think that's fair, guys. Can I just say something? It was used in Eminem's song as well, yeah? I honestly thought it was just what to do with, not black, but white people. It was an insult, not a slur. It's not racist or a slur, to white people, because he uses that word, and he's a white man. I didn't think anything different. My ex said it to me all the time, and he was from, Mauritius, which is East Africa. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think there was a bad word.
Yeah, Eminem uses it because people call him it a lot and try to insult him with that word.
Yeah, and he's a white person.
Yeah.
But Angie's not Eminem. Angie is Angie.
Yeah.
Angie, you've listened to him and you've understood his point, and you've said that you feel bad. From what I've seen, you've got no bad vibes towards Hustle. You've had no issues with him. Why would you randomly just want to go and hurt him?
Explain, maybe, educate people instead of attacking people and calling them racist. How am I racist if my ex was from East Africa? You know what I mean? All the people I've dated were Asian. How am I racist? I don't get it. Please make that make sense.
I've been called that word so many times in my life. I can't even lie. It's ridiculous.
Someone that's from that, do you know what I mean? From Africa. Surely.
Oh yeah, I've heard the word growing up. I grew up in a very poor council estate, and I heard it so many times. Like you, Angie, I thought it was a derogative term.
Asian or Africa? Well, wait, I actually thought my ex was Asian, and I found out Mauritius is near East Africa. So, I never really asked, never really thought.
I used to get called that word because everyone used to think that I had two white parents, but I never.
After listening to Hustle, I completely agree with him, and I understand where he's coming from, and completely, like I've told you already, Angie, I don't think you should have said it, and I don't agree with it. That's it.
Couldn't you understand, AJ, that I didn't know it was offensive? I thought it was offensive to white people only, and I'm white.
Yeah, but Hustle, right, you said it to him, and he could have messaged you this morning.
I said it to Tommy.
No, what I'm saying is, if Hustle found it...
Because Hustle's been saying that he's white, Tommy's white. He's been saying, and it was a joke, because he's been saying he's white. So that's why I called it. I didn't Hustle, I said it to Tommy. That was a joke.
Well, I even have the video of it, and Tommy, I believe it was Tommy, even said, oh, she's saying it because of that Georgia situation. So...
He didn't say to Hustle. Hustle and Tommy was on the same live. They were together, weren't they?
Yes.
Well, I'm pretty sure I said it to Tommy. I was intoxicated. I know that.
You apologize to Tommy a million times.
Tommy even said yesterday when Georgia was in his box that it wasn't a slur, a racial slur.
Yeah, I said it to Tommy, not Hustle.
That's what I'm saying. But
I've said it to him, so I didn't.
Because Tommy's mixed heritage. Hustle even said that he's not even black. Like he's got no mixed. Like,
come on,
do you know what I mean?
Oh, to a white person, yes, to a white person, it's offensive. I'm white myself. Yes, not to a black person, it's not offensive.
I don't even know what word you used. But don't say it. Do not say it.
It has more leeway, and it's used more in the black community towards sort of like European.
Yeah, but it was a joke, guys. It was a joke because, of what Hustle has been saying about Tommy. It was just a joke. It wasn't. Why would I say it to Hustle?
Well, that's why I wondered why Hustle was saying it today to you, because
I don't understand why Hustle was Tommy. Yeah, it wasn't aimed at Hustle. It's because of all the jokes around Tommy.
Well, exactly. And the thing is, when you said it, it's not like you said it with malice or anything. You were laughing, you were smiling, you could tell you were joking.
Why does Hustle think it was towards him?
That's why he ended up dropping out, because he thought you were saying it to him for some reason.
Oh, maybe I got the names confused. I got them confused, but it wasn't towards Hustle.
I might be wrong, but I think Hustle thinks when you're drunk, you may say that with the M word on accident.
No, I've never said that. I've never said that.
Do you know what I mean?
I've been intoxicated for 3 years. I've never said that word towards anybody.
But do you know when you say the W word, he says when she's drunk, she might replace it with the M word on accident, but it'll be okay.
Did he say that?
That's what he said. Yeah.
Wow. We can't make that statement. That's terrible.
I've never heard you want to be racist, Angie. Never.
I've never in 2 years. Never ever, apart from the Irish community where you know about that. But, it's just education. Maybe I'm not educated. I've been called it all the time by my ex. I was with him for 7 years.
No, when you dropped out of Dave's live, that's what Hustle said. Like, I'm gonna post it, but he was like, "Oh, I'm tired of her getting drunk and race baiting and being racist." But I was like, "How the hell when has she ever done that on purpose when she's been drunk?"
I've never been
No,
racist.
he said it could happen. He didn't say that she has said
From
it.
the Irish community, but that's been sorted, yeah. But apart from that, tell me where I've been racist. I want everyone to send all me the videos because I've never ever does it come out of my mouth. Listen, my cousin's a Muslim, right? Okay, my partner was living from. Well, I thought he was Asian, but found out he's. Okay. You know what I mean? So why would I be with someone and be racist against someone that I was pregnant with?
Sorry, who did you say the word to?
Tommy.
You said it to Tommy?
Tommy.
Angie, you probably have you have a fetish.
So I'm sorry, but didn't this all start because Hustle was insinuating that Tommy
was white?
goes on?
Yes.
That's what I was trying to say.
So why is Hustle moaning that Angie basically said what he was insinuating?
Yes, it was a joke.
Insinuating?
Yes, it was a joke.
Insinuating?
Yes, it was a joke.
Encouraging it all.
People are saying that you said it to Hustle, Angie.
No, I didn't say the hustle.
No, he didn't. She didn't.
Hustle was taking it on board that Angie said it to him, but it's not to Tommy.
He's mixed race, right? He's a mixed race guy. Why would I say it to a mixed race person? Why would I say it to a black person? That word is targeted towards white people. And because people were saying that Tommy's white, it was a joke.
Exactly.
Also, why they used it against Georgia in pages, because it's a term, it's a sort of like offensive way.
It's a Georgia because she's a white woman.
Exactly.
So hold on, let me get this right. So they called that to Georgia.
Yes, the day before.
But that's all right. But that's all right.
So, yeah.
Well, it's not all right, is it?
I was so confused. It doesn't make sense. Why would I say to Hustle? It doesn't make sense because that's targeted towards a white person.
Hustle was in the box, that's why. But then you wasn't saying it to Hustle, you were saying it to Tommy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because people have been saying he's white.
Now Hustle's run away with it.
Why on earth when I say it to a black person?
You're joking, Hayley. Did they really?
What?
What Hayley just said in the comments. They also said to Georgia, "This is a black room. Why are you here?"
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
No, that's true. I have that recording too. They said it's a black space.
Yeah, it's a black space.
There's recordings, please, guys. I'm not going to play them. I just want to keep them.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, Georgia was really upset yesterday, bless her. Like, she hadn't been on live for ages, and she actually came on live about it because she was so upset.
I mean, I'm not a racist person. And I'm sure no one here in the box is a racist. You know what I mean?
I find that really offensive to turn around to a white person and say, why are you here in this black
I treat
space?
everyone the same. Everyone the same.
That's racist. Imagine if we turned around and said that to them. Imagine if we flipped that round. That's absolutely disgusting.
It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter to us. We've just got to take everything as it is, and that's it.
No, that's not how it works though. I'm sorry, that doesn't work like that. They might have that in their little, in their little area, in their little places, but it doesn't work like that in real life. Yeah, if you want to start messing with people, you're going to get it back. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, bottom line, I apologise. I'm not apologising to Hustle, and I'll tell you why. I did message him to say I apologise to him, but it wasn't aimed at him. It was a joke, maybe a bad joke.
Yeah, because Dave actually said to him, so who did, and he said, no, she said it to me.
No, I didn't say to Hustle, no.
No.
Exactly.
Because Dave did think you said it to Tommy.
Tommy, yeah.
Hustle kept saying you said it to him.
I sent Tommy a message early this morning before I even sent Hustle a message. So why would I send Tommy a message early, say sorry if I offended you? That was the first message I sent was for Tommy, because that's who I sent it to, as a joke because of what Hustle was saying about his race.
Mm-hmm. But how can it be so affected when he's on with Court Assassin, who said a lot worse?
Because don't forget, he's doing exactly what he does. They go against the person that's in the real rubbish at the moment so that they get gifted more.
But have you not noticed, like how Hustle was saying, Angie, you need to stop race baiting, you do it all the time, you're causing a lot of hate. As people not realise that a lot of people, like, not Angie, they actually turn into race, like, so they'll start beefing with Angie and then they'll bring up, like, the race stuff, do you know what I mean?
This is what I was thinking, Linz, because surely yesterday, like, you were, like, Angie, you were in Dave's box, yeah? And you were talking to Miss Baguette, and it was originally about Comic Cafe, and then suddenly it switched into a race debate again, because they all came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, exactly.
Why don't
It always
people call
happens.
Alicia out then? And why don't people call Torian out for their behaviours on here? And
Threatening violence, literally.
yeah, for their violence, because it's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
they
believe
also
they're getting
lie
away with
because
it.
they'll
What
sit
makes me
here and
laugh
tell you
though?
they don't talk about her, parents. They don't talk about this and that, and they've done it.
You know what really makes me laugh is that at one point they were talking about Pearl about the police and that's a hate crime, blah, blah, blah. And that, yeah, rightly so, if that's how they feel. Yeah, definitely. I will never say don't do that. But then you've got to look at the harassment and, they're putting up photos. That's malicious communications right there. And you're going in on someone's look on social media, calling people pedlos, which I've got evidence for. Do you know what I mean? So what are you talking about? You're hatred against us, and you're saying
Threatening to come to your house, Ange, and doing you in, that's also an offensive. Like, she could get really done for that.
Exactly. So, make that make sense. Do you know what I mean?
And let's be honest, Alicia's got no clout unless she's with other people.
Exactly.
None of them have. That's why they've all ganged up together.
Exactly.
Well, and what's crazy is too, even yesterday that unicorn, what's her name, Courtney or whatever, she now every day is on about Angie too. Like now she's trying to get in that group as well. So she's firing up lives after Angie's
Yeah,
gone
she's
live,
so far
to
up
get
the arse,
everybody
isn't
talking
there?
about it.
I'd
right up
love her to do that to get in that group, because she was talking to Alpha Bar's friend, talking about to children on WhatsApp group. So I'd be happy to call a Tory and Page Baby an enabler, because that's what they call us, you lot, right? And the fact they'll have someone in the box that's spoken to children in the WhatsApp group. And there's also, let's not forget, having an affair, had a crush on Rigster, that is also married. Oh, the list goes on with Unicorn. Oh, and let's not forget the racism when Rigster did the Hitler sign, and she supported that. And then she also supported him making up SA, and then went live. I've got all the evidence of that. She's seen it all. So, yeah, I'd love to call them an enabler of her. So, yeah.
But they were all in her box the other day, was it yesterday or the day before, and they were all going at her because she had gifted EQ. So...
Gemsino is down in the
Remy
thing.
good friends with her? Remy good
I'll
friends
drop
with her?
down that Gemsino did from Ireland. Is she in the box, Gemsino?
No.
It's not her, it's some lady from Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You don't drag women down, innit? I guess it's yeah, exactly. There's a bully Tam saying rhino. Exactly, they said a lot of stuff, tell me that's gone back and forth. You're not a victim, you're only a victim if it's one way.
Mm-hmm.
When it's both ways, then it's just retaliation, isn't it?
Look, you, Pearl, or Tam, or anyone else have not done live after live, putting pictures of people up, blah blah blah, all this stuff. You haven't done that. You've just reacted to what they're doing to you. They have. So if anyone actually looked at this with half a brain cell, could see who the people who are actually causing the problems are.
What Mama G said about Angie was viral. What did she
Mama
say?
G is disgusting.
Oh, what'd you say?
Exactly. You can't talk about the police when you're making threats. You know what I mean?
For me, again,
Huh?
you've got to ask
AJ, you're breaking up. Your signal bar
yourself a
sounds
question personally, Angie.
Say that again, AJ?
Angie, you've got to ask yourself a question personally. What do you want out of this app? Just
Well, like I said, AJ, just, I have blocked them all, you know what I mean? But then, I've gone into Dave's live, they follow me. They're next minute jumping in the box, or, You know, wherever I go, they're there. It's the same as Zia. She's there. It's kind of weird.
They're still here. They just make up new accounts.
Oh, they'll be in here, yes. Definitely they'll be in here watching this and recording it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Probably.
Sorry, can you hear me?
What they want. I've got too many.
Yeah, that's better, AJ. Your signal was going, your signal bar was on.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
I've got
I
a
don't
call come
think they
through.
stand for nothing. I think they're just
Angie,
haters.
you've got to ask
and they're
yourself
like-
one question. What do you want out of this app? These people are your trolls. Just think how many trolls Chelsea Liart has, but also think about how much money that woman used to make a week. So you've got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Don't answer. It's just something you take away and think about. It's going to happen.
It'd be like CLA, you know, where CLA, she don't jump in boxes, does she? I mean, apart from Pearls, you know what I mean? She doesn't do that. And, you know, people don't...
No, but I'm just on about the trolls. These
Angie,
people are your trolls.
what I think you should do, Angie, you should just like stick with just like Pearl's box, like, because like you say, like when you're going into Dave's, like that's bringing him the views and the gifts, and it's bringing like loads of drama, like that's aimed at you. Do you know what I mean? So Pearl's got her own like viewers, so like both, I would just stick to jumping in each other's boxes, me, and just leave other people.
Definitely.
I agree. Yeah.
They have them with oxygen hands. Don't let them in anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if you do want to, make it as a battle, do you know, so it's just the two of you on the screen and no one else can come in.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm going to do, just give me you want to, yeah. Oh, we got the best community. But people are jealous of the community I have, you know.
But you've done this. You've built this, and you remember that. You've done this. These viewers are here for you because they like and enjoy watching you.
Yeah. Hey, James, get in the box.
I'll jump down, so jump it.
I don't think she's going to get in, but
surely we could. You're welcome.
Angel Goddess is here.
I'll drop down so they can get in.
Oh, I like Angel Goddess.
I don't think that's Gemzina. I think that's someone from Ireland. She already put it in the comments.
Yeah, I don't think it's a real one.
I love Angel Goddess.
Yeah, I do as well.
She's real, man. Banana. Oh, she got no other account. Man, you've got to get 10 counts like me now, because she's now getting the views. You know, well, I'm not saying she never did, but she's become a big creator on here now, isn't it? She needs 10 accounts. Love Angie.
You've got to on TikTok, man, Ange, haven't you?
Yes. Hiya, who's that coming in the box? Hiya, Kat.
I'm literally just, I don't really go live, but I'm just jumping on to say that there's so much hypocrisy on this app that it's actually getting a jaw. The app used to be something that everyone jumped on to say, like, watching people just have fun, doing stuff that they love to do. And now it's nothing but drama, arguments, he say, she say. It's so dramatic and so over the top now.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you, yeah.
I think everyone just needs to get back to what the app was for, because we've all got to remember there's also quite a lot of kids on this app, and a lot of kids will be looking at this and thinking, well, this is how I need to grow up and be like to... I mean, look at CLA and all her views, all the money and how much drama she causes. So kids will be looking at that and thinking, well, that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
And somebody's just messaged me on account saying to check your messages, but I don't know who it is.
What your iMessages?
Yeah.
What WhatsApp?
I don't know. It don't say.
I'm going to jump, so I'll see you later.
I'll need to go off live to see who sent it.
Let me have a look. Oh yeah, that's what my Mama G said, man. I was disgusting. She's talking about my abortions.
Yeah, and I know, like, saying about how they don't believe you about the paramedic situation and all that stuff, so it's all right for them to victim shame people, but...
Yeah.
You know...
Let me just see, someone's in here, one sec.
And people's abortions should never be brought up because people don't know the reasons why some people have to have the abortions. It's not just because they don't want the baby. Some people have got reasons because the baby could end up being disabled 5 months down the line and they've had to get rid of it, and then they have really bad mental health problems.
Hiya, Basildon.
Hi, Ange. Just a couple of things, really. I watch quite a lot of other people, and you're right about Hustle and Tommy. They wait and they look round to see who's drunk, and they come in to try and get reactions, to get drama all the time. And it's the same with Paigey Baby, is it? What's that dusty woman? Alicia, and what's the other one? Torian. There was getting Mr. Chocolate.
Is that Buster?
Oh, I love it. Buster and Dusty Woman.
Anyway, there was getting Mr. Chop to Cam Tuya to them, and they were sitting there discussing, the four of them, how they can come back into your life to have goes at you. So they haven't got nothing better to do to troll you all day.
Exactly. Alicia's the worst, I think.
Oh, Alicia's just dusty old cow, mate. I ain't got time for her anyway. And she hates me. She knows I want to get her banned. I'm going to stalk her until she gets banned, mate. She's in more boxes than Corey.
This isn't
More boxes and
your name
coffee.
Buster.
Sorry?
Is your name Buster?
I couldn't hear you, sorry.
Is your name Buster?
No, Basildon. My name's Tell. Basildon Tell.
Okay, sounds like Buster.
Nah, that's not Buster Ange. Buster talks for about 20 hours.
Oh, I can talk forever. Don't worry about that. I've got a violation warning already. Oh, my God.
Buster, you got a violation. I'll have to kick you.
It's because you mentioned Alicia and she's watching, so now he's got a violation because she's so affected.
I'm sure we should come in the room, you know, little sneaky bugger.
Is she gone or she's still here?
Don't know, I've been looking.
She can't keep away, it's weird. It's like a woman scorned, isn't it? Fatal attraction or something like that.
Martha.
It's definitely a fatal attraction.
She's definitely Martha.
Yeah, I better be careful of my little putty cat.
Angie.
Doing her screen, she can screen record as what she wants. I don't care. Hide my bloody kitty cat.
Literally.
Did you hear the update on that HMP Wandsworth story? So she was caught trying to run away to Portugal and arrested at the airport because she's got dual citizenship. It's been found out that the guy has got a missus who's like 8 months pregnant back home, and she's distraught. And I've seen some things, like there's been not verdicts, but opinions from different like police officers, and they're saying she may have been bribed to do that due to the setup. As the guy was there filming it, she was doing it so willingly, even though the camera was on.
Yeah, but Adrian, that's probably her defence, though, isn't it? Saying that. So
She hasn't said that. This is other police officers that said just by the way that it's set up with the camera. And
Because they're worried
No,
video's going to come out.
Adrian, as a woman, I think she was enjoying it. I don't. Sorry, it looked like she was enjoying herself there. I don't want to go into deep, but
she was having a whale of a time, wasn't she?
Having a nice time. She didn't mind. She was playing up for that camera.
They're probably worried that their videos are going to come out, so they're like, if we back ours and our videos come out, we can then say we was manipulated as well.
Have you seen the memes and stuff with people going off to HMM when HMP?
Oh yeah, the queue. There was like this huge line of people, and then the queue of people trying to get into HMP.
It's so funny.
Apparently, the video's 2 years old.
Oh.
He sat on it for 2 years until his licence was up, and then he's put the video out.
Wow.
The man.
No, it was recorded. They think it was recorded on the 26th.
Well, that's what I've heard in the paper. It says.
Yeah, no, they think it was recorded on the 26th, and it come to public knowledge 2 days after.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, his mate obviously sent it to someone, and then they've spread it about on social media, and then it's somebody's obviously. It was 2 weeks ago.
How we doing? Can I just stay a point, by the way? You remember how you were talking about Alicia, yeah? Do you know what the thing is about Alicia? And a lot of lassies, not just her, and a lot of guys as well. It's what they'll do is they'll wind somebody up, or they'll push somebody, or they'll say something, and then they'll get a response, and what will happen is they'll clip the response but fail to mention that they originally provoked the person.
And who does that? Narcissists.
Yes.
That's who does that.
I was horrible to her. Sarah, I was horrible to her out of a response for something she started first, by the way. And what she started first was she belittled me in her chat. Yeah? Really? I've stalked her. She's literally on my...
Is that what you're now called, Leandra?
Yeah. She called me Leandro, so you know what? I don't give a fuck. But here's the thing. All these people here, right? All these people here are basically saying, you attacked her, without actually the fact being established that she had to go at me first for no apparent reason, and actually stated I was Ted Bundy or something, or who's the one that eats people? We've seen the messages, yeah. Do you know what? I know why you've seen the messages, because she showed you that part of it, but she didn't state that she'd called me Jeffrey Dahmer before in front of everybody in our chat, and tried to belittle me in front of everybody in our chat, because she feels strong with her platform to back her up. You see?
You ever lost your account?
Never lost my account.
Mate, from looking at the comments, you're both as bad as each other.
How do you know that, AJ?
And this isn't helpful, is it? You're inviting men. 3 men now have come into the box and just slated these women. It's not helpful, is it?
No, I'm not slating her. I'm saying the truth. I don't think Alicia is a bad person. I don't even dislike Alicia. I just think the fact that people try and provoke other people, get a reaction, and then say, oh, well, I'm innocent. This person mistreated me. Oh, pity me, feel sorry for me. No, AJ Direct, I'm not slating her. I don't dislike the woman. I feel indifferent about her because, you know what, I'm not that much a black and white person or that much of a stupid person to actually take everything at face value. You know what I mean?
Well, they're all calling you Lee
Marple. You've just said that, bro. You've just said that, right? Like you think I'm some stupid little fucking peasant, right?
You just give the same vibe that you're just as bad as each other, and I don't think it's helpful. You just coming in, people just coming in, just turning into
listen, bro, AJ, as a vibe.
It's just not helpful, is it?
Is it a fact?
Stop fucking lying. Alicia's not the first bird you were stalking in the app. You also stalked Rebecca and she had to
here we go.
That's
Rebecca who?
Becky. That's Rebecca.
Rebecca who? The one that was in my DMs. Because I had that as well. I've actually got the receipts here.
Angie, can I just say something, right? Like that Gemzino account, that was that Rebecca who had winky pictures of Alex, who's been literally spamming the comments saying Haley's a wrong'un. You know our Haley?
Right.
Sorry, Rebecca who? What Rebecca were on about?
Rebecca who was sending winky pictures getting winky pictures off Alex ages ago.
Is that the one that's called Bonkers, or is that Rebecca, the Scottish lassie?
The Scottish lass.
Oh,
Rebecca.
the Scottish lassie, oh yeah. The one that sat there and told me in front of my kid that she's going to be my stepmom. His stepmom, yeah.
Angie, do you care? Do you care, Angie?
Well, I'm just interested in what's going on.
It's amazing how they're not stating the full actual facts. The one who actually sent me rude videos of herself and then I just cut her off. Yeah, that one.
Who Rebecca did?
Confused. Is there any chance that you can start at the beginning and just because like you're flitting from one little thing to the other, and I'm so confused.
Sorry. So are we talking about Rebecca, the Scottish?
No, let's talk about Alicia.
The Scottish Rebecca.
Right, so I've got messages and I can post the messages from her with honestly, I could literally do a screenshot of everything she sent me and you can judge for yourself. She asked for my number, she approached me because I wanted to speak with her about, I was speaking with her on here and then she says, I'll tell you what, here's my number, message me on WhatsApp. Then I messaged her on WhatsApp and then she started trying to sort of make advances towards me, and I was like, okay, I'm not really interested in that way. And then she basically said something in front of my kids she should never have said, which was, "Oh yeah, hi there, I'm going to be your stepmom," and I'm sitting there like, what?
How did you say that in front of your stepkid? Like, was she on loudspeaker or something? Or
no, we were on a video call, and then she basically said, and I've actually got
look, read the comments from
no,
Top Girl.
don't interrupt me. No, she did, because I actually have receipts with this, by the way, that I can happily post up and show you. She said, "Sorry for saying that in front of your kid." I actually have receipts. The pure simple fact of the matter is I showed no interest in her, and I basically ignored her because she was coming on to me a way that I'm not interested in her. I'm interested in another lassie in my area. I have full receipts and I will post them up here. And you see, when I go and post them up here, don't report the video for harassment and bullying, because I know that's what people do when you point out pure facts. So no, I'm not interested in Rebecca.
Lee, give me the last 4 digits of Alicia's number and I'll tell you if it's right or not, because I know I've seen the message that you messaged.
No, Top Girl is on about Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Okay, I don't know then. Anyway, I'm going to jump down onto that.
Yeah. I mean, Rebecca, I get it. Rebecca's been through some trauma with her ex, right? And I get that. And she was talking with me about that. And also, you know about our kid, right? Our little boy, yeah? To be honest, it was all too much for me to kind of deal with at the time. And I was just like, do you know what? It's like I'm trying to deal with my own life. You know what I mean? And she was kind of like trauma dumping onto me. And I was like, I can't sort of, it's not my place to, I don't mean to sound heartless, but I'm kind of dealing with my own life right now, my own shit, and trying to be a good father to my kid. And if I'm, getting all this loaded onto me, and it's like, oh shit, I don't know how to describe it, like, because I can be quite an empathetic person, and I've been in a position before where I've spoke while acid before, and it just kind of brings your mood down a little bit when somebody's like telling you how much shit they're going through. You know what I mean? Like, you feel empathetic towards somebody, and you feel like shit for them, and it kind of affects the way you feel and your mood, and it kind of has an effect on you as a person to function properly. Well, that's what was kind of happening. I was just sitting there like, I can't deal with this right now, because I'm dealing with my own shit and getting over my own shit, which is why me and Rebecca never, I wasn't interested in Rebecca. Never been interested inRebecca. I'm sorry.
I'm
what is going on? What is going on?
Because the comments are saying that you've done this to multiple women and stuff. I'm really confused by this.
Well, there was another lassie as well that actually helped my DMs after she was talking dirty to me in front of my kid again. And then I says to her, you can't do that in front of my kid, which I also made a video on.
Lee, can I just interrupt? Sorry, right? After you said Rebecca had said that about being a stepmom, do you not think that was like a lesson learned, not to like have video calls with strange women, or strangers in front of your kids?
No, there's no danger you're going to gaslight that as me being blamed for that. She should have said, listen, she should have said in her head before she stated that, is that an appropriate thing to say? No, you cannot gaslight me as being the problem in that situation, and I know you're trying to do that.
I'm just saying, like, no. What I'm trying to say is, like, if I'm talking to like somebody, like, if whether it be romantically or the strangers, I wouldn't do it in front of my kid, because my kid's gonna be like, well, who's that? Like, do you know what I mean? Asking us questions.
No, because
it's just like sort of me. Like, if I got in a relationship, like, I wouldn't like take him to see my kid straight away.
I don't understand. I don't understand the point you're trying to make. That could be my boss throwing my kid knows. That could just be a friend. That could be anybody. That's not a valid point at all, I'm afraid. You're stating, well, why are you having a video call with strange women in front of your kid? That strange woman could be anybody. That could be my boss, that could be my manager, that could be any person. My kid doesn't need to know that. But the fact that she said
you don't know that person only. You don't know that person from Adam. So they could say a lot of worse stuff.
Yeah, but that's
like, obviously, if you go for your friend, you know that they're not going to do that. But if it's a woman that you've never met or spoken to...
No. It's up to them as an adult to control what they say and not say that in front of somebody's kid, and to actually put two and two together and think, you know what, I'm not going to say that in front of somebody's kid, because if that was me saying it to her, I would be on FYP saying, oh, well, I'm going to be your, baby daddy now. So if that was the other way around, no, you wouldn't be trying to excuse that. Just to admit she fucked up, she shouldn't have said that in front of my kid, instead of trying to somehow make out that I was the issue in that situation. Because as
I'm
way I
not saying you're
fucking
the
see
issue,
it,
but I'm just saying you should make
Sorry.
steps to like protect your kids from hearing dirty stuff of women that you don't know.
dirty stuff. Oh, we're talking about the dirty stuff. No, they shouldn't have said that. You're not. It's against terms and conditions of TikTok to speak dirty to anybody anyway. Like, do you think it's appropriate for me to go in here and say, listen, Angie, I'm going to do this to you, I'm going to do that to you? Do you think that would be fair for me to say that to Angie? No, and I wouldn't say that to Angie, because at the end of the day, I've got morals to not
Lee,
speak that way to anybody.
Lee, how have the communications with all these different women started? Did you start the communications up, or did they start?
No, they've started the communication.
Call and not on TikTok.
They've actually started. When it comes to Rebecca and it comes to this lassie called Bonkers, both of them have approached me and entered my DMs first.
Why?
Right, sorry, can I just
Yeah,
jump in quickly and then I'm going to jump down? Leandro, I'm not going to gaslight you, I'm not going to victim shame you, I'm just going to point out, plain and direct, at some point you need to realise not everyone else is the arsehole and you are. You're the problem, you're the common denominator. Leave women alone, stop sliding in their DMs, stop speaking to them.
Haven't I just actually said? Haven't I actually just said they slid into my DMs first?
But you're a man, okay? You're sitting
I'm a man and they've slid into my
Wait a minute, don't talk over me because I'm not some little woman that finds you attractive. I'm sitting here thinking, little man, sit down. Because you have something wrong with you. These women are not coming up to you because you're God's gift men, right? Just get that off your shoulders. You're not beautiful. You're not amazing. You've got an attitude that stinks. An attitude that stinks.
Not really.
You sit
These
here
lasses
and
approached
say-
me. I haven't
you
approached
sit
them.
here and say, I'm empathetic. No, you're not. You're pathetic. The way you're talking about women in this box is disgusting.
Is
The
it
way
then?
that you say your empathy, man, there's no empathy, not even in your little toe. Do not sit here and think you're the big I am because you're a little man in a big pond. Get
I'm a little man
over
in a big
yourself.
pond. Oh, I know I'm a little man in a big pond, but the thing is, no, I'm not a Deirdre Sport. The thing is, do you know what, Donna Marie? You're wrong on a lot of levels. And do you want me to tell you why you're wrong on a lot of levels? Because I'm pretty sure the girl I'm seeing right now would actually disagree with you.
Yeah, there's no need to be personal, is there? There's no need to be personal.
I think that the fact that I'm seeing somebody right now might be a fact that I'm not interested in these women. Did you think about that?
Okay, but listen
That shocked you. It's actually shocked you a little bit. It's actually shocked you a little bit that maybe I'm not here to look for women. The fact I might already be interested in somebody.
Shut up and listen.
Wait, no, you're telling me I don't have respect for women, but yet you've just told me to shut up.
You sat here and you took control of this box and you're putting women down. They slide into my
Not putting
DMs.
women down at all. I got approached
They
to
talk
be...
to me sexually in front of my child.
I
You
don't
have your
need-
child
listen,
next
I don't
to
need-
you. That's your problem, not the women on the end. You have your child.
Women are here
And
talking-
Talk to somebody the way you speak to them, and then say, "But I'm in a relationship." Shame on your partner, because if you was my partner, I'd cut it off.
Donna Marie. Right, so first things first, I've stated that they've entered my DMs first, yes? I've stated that.
And
Now,
why are you
what-
talking in front of strange women in front of your children? That's a bit strange, to be fair.
Sorry, what? How? My kids spend time with his dad?
Yeah, but you're also talking to strange women on your phone. Shouldn't you be doing that
Yeah,
when
so
your
maybe
kids are
do
asleep?
it when your kids is not there, yeah?
But it's up for them not to say stuff that they shouldn't be saying, though.
No. The
I
kids
can't
are in an
control what
environment that you are
it is.
controlling, and you could have had a phone call, but you had a video call, that it was on loudspeaker, so you could control that environment that your child's in. So don't blame it on the female.
I'm not actually to control what somebody else says, AJ Direct.
No, but you're in charge of your child's
You can, yeah,
environment.
you can control the situation, though, Lee. You can do it when your kids
So
not
don't
around.
blame any
So,
female.
Listen, I agree. Maybe I could have
Leandro,
taken...
can I just say something? You know, you just said that I'm in a relationship, blah blah blah. Like I'm not interested, but judging by Harley's situation on this app, people don't care if they're in a relationship; they'll just go for you.
No. The thing is, like, I'm quite happy with the lassie that I'm messaging. And then she's
So why are
messaging me.
you
We're
inboxing all
interested.
these? If you're fucking happy in your relationship, why are you inboxing women and booking home?
I'm not inboxing women first. They're inboxing
Why are
me.
you so happy? Why are
Then
you on
why wouldn't
TikTok
you
in Angie's
just-
boxes moaning about 3 girls from
Because
TikTok?
at the end of the day, I'm being made out.
Jesus wept. Are you not embarrassed?
Right. I'm
Can
being
I
made
just
out.
say something quick and I'll jump back off again? Angie, are you loving this?
Listen, can I just say, Lee, listen, your children are your responsibility. Their safeguarding is your responsibility. If you've got your children, I don't care who's in your inbox, who goes into your inbox. If you're on a video call with somebody that is a stranger and you've got your children in earshot, it's not up to them to tone their language down. If you've got your children with you, you put your children first. Me, I've jumped on this box now. I've took myself away from my children to just come and say this. If you'd have seen the things that I've seen on the internet that happens to children, you would not entertain someone on a live video call when you've got your children there. Stop saying it's down to her, she shouldn't have said nothing. It's down to you. Your responsibility, your children, you safeguard your children.
Leandro, can
Yes.
you admit that you're a bit of a weirdo?
No, I'm not a bit of a weirdo at all.
Why would you just block these women?
No, that's a troll thing. Listen, that's a troll thing.
This topic is really boring. Like, you are quite done.
I don't know if Leandro is whatever everybody's saying he is, but he is shifty as fuck. Like, you can look at the guy and see the way he acts is a bit fucking shifty, right?
Someone's gonna have to give me the lowdown. What's going on? What's he doing?
It doesn't matter. I supposedly hate women, all women, and whatever else, which isn't the fucking case.
Why is everybody saying that?
But if you've got a lovely lady, why would you just block these women? I don't understand it. I don't understand
These
why
lasses have inboxed me first. I don't inbox them.
Why? You don't have to open and read them. You can just block them.
Exactly, literally just block them. You don't even have to accept it. If you're not friends with them, you have to accept the the message.
On a real though, does anybody give a shit about it?
No.
Who cares? Boring. Move on. Let's move on. Thank you, Lee. Thanks for participating. Have a good day.
All I say to them is I try and be alright with them, and I never try and be nasty towards them unless they provoke me to be. You know what I mean? I'll say thanks for following or whatever. But no.
How are these women? How are these women video calling you?
Right. So are we talking about Rebecca from Scotland? Right.
I've just seen your post where you say TikTok is run by narcissistic women.
I'll go speak for Rebecca right now and find out what this is all about. Okay.
How does she video call you then? You must have given your number.
Angie. Oh, has you dropped? I was just going to ask, can we ask Alexa for song suggestions? I need the clap song, please.
Is somebody going to tell me what he's actually supposed to have done? I've no idea.
Have you seen his post where he says TikTok is run by narcissists?
Yeah,
I've seen that. Yeah. He's a weirdo. I've just been watching his page.
It's been waffling shit for 10 minutes and nobody knows from the first minute he started to the last minute.
Oh, 1 minute, guys.
That song is his, You're So Vain. Sorry for shouting people in the chat, but it did wind me up a bit going on about women, but these are empathetic and he's pathetic. Hi, Angie, darling. You all right, chicken? Hiya. You all right, babe? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm spliffing. Oh. Not spliffing, getting high, spliffing, but spliffing happy.
Oh, I thought you meant you was getting high.
I was going to go to school, but then I got high. No. Right.
Where's Lee gone?
He ran off with his tail between his legs. How's everybody and what they've been up to?
I'm so confused, you know.
Can I just say that?
I was lost an hour ago. I don't know what he's talking about. What's going on?
Can I just say, with the greatest respect as a mother, yeah, if that was somebody ringing my phone saying all that, I'd just hang up and block them.
Exactly.
Angie.
Or am I missing the point?
Oh, thank you, Irish. I didn't see that. Angie, the kids home. I'll have to speak to you all later.
He's obviously got a pattern of behaviour, because I've had messages from other women saying that he's been messaging them, and he said that he'd got them from your platform, Angie, and they've deleted him. So he obviously does message people. So,
wow.
Like, as a parent, is that not your responsibility, not the other person?
I don't know.
Well, that's what I was trying to explain, but then he was saying I was gaslighting him. I was like, well, no, like, it's just common sense, isn't it?
A bit of telltale sign. As soon as he entered, every single comment was basically calling him a creep.
Yeah.
Why would you have your name as Leandro, though? Like, the same as Leandro? Like,
If somebody's saying something in front of your child that you don't agree with, you just hang up on them, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And he didn't just have the kid on, he recorded the phone call. Yeah, that's what he said. I've got the recordings.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's getting worse.
stranger danger.
I'm sat here, well, not sat here, I'm sitting here trying to paint my ceiling, listening to this guy like, mate, why don't you just block these women instead of responding to them?
It's crazy though, isn't it? People come in on the premise of talking about something and just turn the whole subject onto them. Like, we were speaking about that absolute shite for about 10 minutes there.
But then Rebecca popped up out of nowhere as well, and I was like, that's Rebecca on the Gem Zeno account. That's trolling Haley in the comments.
I had Alicia once. That was it, and then it went into Rebecca and whoever else.
Ange, can you let him back up? Because I want to see who's been gifting him, because he had 20 coins.
I don't know where he is. He can get
He's in the comments. Come back up, mate.
He'll be sending them all messages later, don't worry.
That's what I'm thinking. I need to send beware messages.
Yeah, everybody in the live should be aware. He clearly prowls
I
in
am
people in
blocking
this
him.
live.
I'm blocking him before he even tries it.
Don't worry, Zana, you got no chance of contacting me.
Well, Angie, I was going to say, do you know if Lee's got much money or not?
I'm a lesbian.
Asking for a friend.
I'm only joking.
I have a girlfriend.
Lee,
I'm only joking.
Lee, have you got much money? I'm just asking for a friend. I promise I'll not talk dirty on video call.
Which was the way Zana, it was you that Zana said I'm blocking him.
If you want Lindsley, go to prison. She loves that.
Oh God,
yeah. My husband's in prison, so you don't know.
I think you're spending too much time with me. Yo, you know what? Your laugh makes me fucking laugh. Oh my God, you can't do this. My bladder's not what it used to be, Andy.
Make a laugh.
I would
Come on, piece yourself, tough girl.
He's sat here dissing women. I've had men message me telling me they're going to pay me £150 for a foot picture.
Sorry, what do you mean demodded? You were never my mod.
No, he demodded me.
What?
I don't know.
Has he really?
He demodded me. I didn't.
The box, Corey.
Oh God, I can't. I'm going anyway because I'm trying to paint my ceiling. But yeah, you're a weirdo, Lee. Get a grip.
Leandro, get in the box then.
Oh, guys.
Leandro, get back in.
He's definitely messaged everyone. And
Corey, get in the box. What's happened?
I'll never be around her again. What the fuck?
I can't request you.
Is it because I was in Canadian Angie's live yesterday?
Oh, he's back. Leandro's back.
Yo.
Oh, hi, Leandro.
See that last thing was saying, I could, about Rebecca, I could literally send you the messages by the way if you want me to if you want my point of contact, I can hook you up with my Snapchat and I can show you a screenshot, not screenshots, but a video clip.
I think we might all be a little bit wary about giving our Snapchats out to you.
Why is Corey having a tantrum in the comments?
Well, if you're just going to listen to one side of it, then that just shows you're not actually.
Well, to be honest with you, Leandro,
come on, girls, come and listen to my side of things and give me a Snapchat. Let's all run.
Angie, can you please ask Alexa if she's taking requests?
AJ, can you just add him instead because you're a male?
Yeah. Do it for us.
Can you get the receipts, AJ?
I ain't staying in. I ain't staying. Lee,
what?
Lee,
what the fuck's going on?
Jealous.
Lee, can you hear me?
It just sounds like I'm being accused of a whole bunch of things.
Oi, Lee, shut up, weirdo, right? You know that Rebecca, yeah?
Rebecca, the Scottish
know that,
one,
Rebecca,
yeah.
Alex, don't we?
Oh my, Lee, just shut up, right? She's a liar. Never had a child that died.
Really?
Well, yeah, Lee, everyone knows it on TikTok. Where you been?
Wow. Wow. Wow.
You two need to go and have a chat, I think.
I think, no, I don't need to talk to no one. I think
Give
you
each
need to
other
go
your
back to Rebecca.
Snapchat.
Wow.
Have a little chat.
Well, that just shows you who's a liar. Wow, that just reflected a whole new fucking light on things, right? Because I wasn't wanting to say that. No, Donna, I'm not going to interrupt you. I'm not going to be nasty, but it's obviously, I mean, that's what she's told me. Her kid died, and people on TikTok were taking the mick out of it. And I wasn't wanting to say that, but he's just said it anyway. So that just shows you that the fact that she's lied before and she might be lying again. So that's not my issue. But then you've just sat here and stated what type of person I am, and she's just been proven to be a liar. No, I'm not going to listen to you, Donna. I'm not doing that shit right now. No. Unless you sit and apologise to me because you've just slated me as some sort of man, and Rebecca's just been outed as a liar. So maybe she's lying again. You see, as soon as you can prove...
I think you're a little man.
I'm a little man. I'm a little man speaking with a lassie that's actually been through DV, who I'm actually there for as a friend, who I'm actually speaking with every day when she's going through a hard time. Does that make me a little man? Maybe you just can't get a man. Maybe that's your issue, not my issue. Go deal with yourself. I'm done.
Lee, come back.
You picked a fine time to leave me at
Lee, I wanted to ask Lee a question, Donna, and you just interrupted. I want to ask him if he had much money. For God's sakes.
He's got about as much money as the size of his
Get back in the box. Leandro, get back in.
Lee, do you wear dupe or is it Lynx?
Lynx.
Oh, I like Lynx. You know what? Those adverts are true, yeah? Honestly. When I used to go to a shop with a man, doesn't matter what he looks like, yeah, and he's got that Lynx on, I follow that smell from... yeah.
Have you not noticed like
He'll be in your
like...
inbox next, Angie.
No, if he's got money, he fucking better not be. He better be in mine.
He's not a bad looking guy, is he?
I'll send you a foot.
Linz, don't do it, Harley. You are a married woman.
Donna, nobody wants those foot pictures. She's mentioned that twice now. She's trying to shift them dog pictures.
You had it free.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.